What are you going to do for your second act? Are you in your 50s? You just been laid off? I have some great advice for you. Hi, this is Paul Morrow, Smart Financial. If you're over 50 years old, you should listen to this because there's a lot of people being laid off. I know AI is eating jobs all over the place. AI might eat your job. And what are you going to do with the next 10 or 15 years? Let me just give you an idea. This is a really good economic solution for people that are trying to end up in a better place about 10 years from now. And 10 years, by the way, is the magic number, whether it's 55 to 65 or 65 to 70. I'm talking about sort of the ninth inning of retirement and financial planning. You could work from, say, 55 to 65, 10 years, put away $23,000 a year in your 401k, and with a little bit of luck, that $230,000 will grow. It might pay you $15,000 or $16,000 a year of income. That's if your job is secure, you're lucky enough to keep it, you have a great employer who doesn't get eaten up by AI, and you don't get that pink slip that 30,000 people just got from Oracle. Now, let's say you are 55 and that you are one of the people who got that little pink slip from Oracle or the one from UPS or the one from Nestle Foods. The layoffs, by the way, have just begun, right? They are on the way, especially if you're in the SaaS business. Let me just tell you, folks, I believe 2026 is going to be a very difficult year for anybody in the software as a service business. So let's get ready. What would you do if you were in the seventh or eighth inning and you wanted to do something to sort of wrap up your work life that was economically smart and actually maybe a whole different career? So let's look at this. If you get laid off, pink slip, separated, and you start your job search, I would like you to confine your looking to municipalities, insurance companies, and medical. Why? 40 to 80% of them have defined benefit programs. What does that mean? That means in the last 10 years of your life, you could go into one of these careers and you could make less money and you could live with less money. You know why? If you do a minimum of 10 years in these companies, they will pay you income for life and you don't put in a dime. A defined benefit plan means, let's just say you're in Massachusetts. That's where I'm talking to you from. And I'm just going to quote to you from the Massachusetts Retirement Program. If you work for any state, municipality, school, you become a professor at some community college, I don't know, whatever. If you do 10 years, you would get 25% of your income for life. So let's just say you end up, maybe you're a big money earner and you're making $150,000 a year and you're going to stash away a lot of money in the last few years of your retirement and 401k and all that. But let's say you don't have that opportunity. Let's say you take a job for maybe $100,000 a year. You take a $50,000 cut and you think, oh my God, this is going to ruin my life. Well, how about this? You take a job in, again, medical, insurance company, or municipality. You work for 10 years. You get, in Massachusetts, 25%. That would mean that you'd get $25,000 for life, which means that's the equivalent of you saving like $500,000. So it's not like you really lost money. You're shifting your retirement savings from you to a company that's putting into a defined benefit plan. And I will tell you, from a psychological standpoint, a lot of folks that are going through this, they're getting right size, upsize, cap size, and they have a lot of distress. You might want to take a lower stress job. You might want to go to a different industry. You might want to especially try to get out of the way of AI a little bit. And I think it's a great opportunity for those of you that are somewhere around 50 and you're looking to perhaps get a less stressful career with great benefits, because many of these programs also come with some type of health care for life, especially if it's a municipality. You get to stay on their guaranteed medical plan forever. That's a really huge thing. So there's a couple of things about this that I really like. If you're downsized or right-sized or capsized, this is career shopping advice for you. Okay, we're not in the employment business, but we're in the financial business. And I'll tell you what I see. I see that people who take a less stressful job for a little less money, but in the right industry, they don't give up a lot of their financial security, because in these right industries, insurance companies, municipalities, medical, you actually get benefits paid to you from the old-fashioned defined benefit plan in which you put nothing. So let's be smart about this and let's make great use of your last roundup in employment. You can go ahead and subscribe to our channel. By all means, forward this to anybody you know who's been laid off, capsized, or tossed out of their job, or eaten by AI. We have a lot of good career change advice right on our website. Download our book on ways to wealth, which can help you. Reach out, ask questions. If we can help you at all during this time of turmoil, we're happy to do it. Attend one of our live conferences upcoming. Subscribe to the channel. We have lots more coming about the AI eating jobs in America and what you can do about it. I'm Paul Morrow. This is Smart Financial, and I'll see you again next time.